Hello. Ah. Now see, last class we have seen that with the help of a standard ACL, we can filter data packets, but in this ACL, we can use only 4 sectors. And we can configure it only at destination level. We have no facility to stop communication with any particular node, any particular node of destination network, and we have no facility to stop any particular service. Fine. Fine. Now just note down few things about extended AC. I have given you theory of extended AC. No. Only standard?
Yes.
Okay. Now extended AC. Extended ACL. Now, first point about it. Uses both source and destination address. Fine. Can be configured at source routing. Fine. It can filter data packets on the basis of services next. Numeric range is 100 to 199 and 2000 to 2699. Fine. Now just see. This is our scenario. Mostly we use it. There are 3 routers, 3 local networks. And the first network, mostly we have used 10, 172.16, 192.168.0, here 11, here 12. Fine. Now, To see this extended ACL with practical, suppose this is router 3, and at router 3 we have just configured telnet service. What is the purpose of the service? Purpose is to access this router remotely from any network, from any node of any network. And for this configuration, I'm just writing it down. Router 3 at configuration mode, we can give command enable password, for example 123. Then router 3 configuration mode, line VTY 0, password 456, then login. We have done this through the practical also, telnet service. Login. Now fine. Telnet is active at router 3. If it is active, suppose this one is the node of first network and its IP is 10.0.0.2. Now this node can remotely access this. For this accessing, what this node will do? It will just open command prompt CMP, then give command TEL and EP telnet, and after telnet, it will give the IP address of router 3. Now see, what will be the IP of this interface? 12.0.0.2 as per our scenario. Then telnet 12.0.0.2. Fine. Now router 3 is here. After providing some password. Now the condition is we have to stop this activity. Router this node can do anything in the network, but it should not have privilege to access router 3 remotely. How can we stop a specific service? A service can be stopped with the help of extended ACL. Okay. Now, and in extended ACL, we can use both as we can use both source and destination address, and we can configure it at source router. Now, condition is we have to stop this node, and this node is the local node of router 1. This one is router 1. So our source router is router 1. So we can configure ACL at router 1 and we can implement it at router 1 interface. Fine. As per theory? No. At router 1, go to configuration mode, and then first of all, I'm using numbered extended ACL. Then I will do the same thing with named extended ACL, numbered extended ACL. Access list 100. 100 means 100 value comes in this range, 100 to 190. Fine. That's why it is a extended ACL. 100 shows that it is an extended ACL. Now, what we have to do? We have to deny. Deny. No, we have to deny only telnet service. This service. And this telnet comes under TCP protocol because we divide all protocols into two categories at transport layer, TCP and UDP. Telnet comes under TCP. That's why we have to specify here TCP. Now, source node is this. It means host 10.0.0.2. Then which destination? Now, destination is host 12.0.0.2. By using this IP of this interface, this node is able to remotely access this router. So we will stop it. Now, okay, fine. We will stop. But what we will stop? So, equal to telnet. We can write here telnet or port number of telnet. We can use telnet word here, TLNET telnet, or we can write the port number of telnet. And port number of telnet is 23, SSH 22. Now I'm going to write 20. Fine. This is ACL, but this is deny part. In a standard ACL, we have seen that whenever we specify a deny statement, then against that statement, we should write permit statement also. Fine. So in next line, access list 100 permit. Now, in place of TCP, we will write IP, means IP based any other combination. For which node? For any node, for any source node, and any destination. That's why I'm writing any 2 times. Means allow all other nodes that is trying to communicate on the basis of IP to any destination. This is the permit statement. Now, ACL configuration. Fine, complete. But we have only configured it at router 1. Now we have to implement it. And implementation is done at interface. That's why interface fast Ethernet 0/0. This node, source node, is connected to the fast Ethernet 0/0 interface. IP access group 100. Same value 100. But we are configuring it at source. That's why we will use word in. In represent inbound. In case of a standard ACL, we have configured it at destination router. That's why we have used word outbound configuration. So it is inbound configuration. We are configuring it at source router. That's why we will use in. Fine. Now, if this node will again try to remotely access this router, then and in this condition, there is no success. Fine. But what about the second node, third node, fourth node? All other node can access this router. Fine. Now, this is a numerical way. Numeric way numbered is. Now, once again, I am going to configure one more rule. But at this time, I will use name concept. Okay. IP access list extended. Now, this extended is showing that this is an extended list. I am putting name, need to. Fine. Now, what Neetu will do? It will deny what TCP-based service. For which host? At this time, I'm going to configure rule for second node. Then the host IP will be 10.0.0.3. Destination will be same. That's why host 12.0.0.2. Fine. Now, equal to 23 for telnet. Now we have to specify permit rule also. Permit IP any done, configuration done. Now implementation. Exit to interface fast Ethernet 0/0, and at this interface IP access group what need to in. Fine. Any doubt? So note down it properly. Now we have to cover only NAT, BScIT, then two more topics. Fine. I'm going to mark your attendance.